listen.
Laurel. Laurel.
And tell me what you hear.
Laurel. 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 Laurel.
It's up in the air. Some people hear Yanni, some people hear Laurel.
Dr. David Geddes is an audiologist at Health Partners, and he's getting a kick out of listening to the latest debate brewing online. But how is it possible people hear different words?
Laurel. Laurel.
The device that they're listening to the recording on. Is it the headphones? Is it the speaker on the computer? Three of us listened to the same device. One of us heard Laurel, two of us heard Yanni.
Laurel. Laurel.
Same device. It's making me think it might be perceptual differences, similar to vision. Color blindness, it doesn't mean that you don't see anything at all. You look at blue, but you don't see blue. You see a different color. With auditory perceptual differences, it's not that you don't hear anything. You hear something, but one person fills in the blank with Yanni, one person fills it in as Laurel.
Laurel. Laurel.
So the first time I heard Laurel, and then I heard Yanni.
Laurel. Laurel.
You heard both.
Laurel.
Another parallel might be in individuals with high frequency hearing loss. They're missing the ability to hear consonants as well as the rest of us. I would love to find somebody who doesn't know about the controversy and have them listen to it without giving them the two choices and find out what they hear. Maybe there's a third choice.
Laurel. 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 Laurel.
Let's experiment.
Laurel.
Tell me what word you hear.
Dearly.
I'll play it again for you.
I heard moral.
What did you hear?
Yeah, me. Laurel.
Play it again, let me.
Was that it? Oh. It's either moral or loyal. Moral.
By case in point,
How do you interpret that?
she heard something different. So it's auditory perception. She wasn't biased by having to choose between Laurel or Yanni.
Laurel.
What are you thinking right now?
If I'm right or wrong?
And I think the answer to that is there's no right or wrong answer to this particular controversy.
Laurel. 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 Laurel.